welcome to the Olympic Ultras podcast, episode 6. As usual, I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And we will be your hosts today. So the first half, we're going to be looking back at the Lions NPL Round 3 match, and then we're going to be looking forward at the Sunshine Coast Wanderers match in the Round 4 of the NPL. Before we kick off, don't forget to subscribe to our Instagram, our YouTube, and our Spotify. Make sure you're following the Olympic FC _Ultras and the Olympic Ultras podcast. Like, comment, really just help us do our thing and encourage us along. So
get in touch, say a few words, say hello.
Be lovely to see you there. Anyway, let's kick off.
Let's do it.
All right, so in the first half of today's podcast, Olympic 0, Lions 0. 0-0 draw, which sounds boring.
It does sound boring, but
wow, incredible result.
What a game. I mean, when you consider the calibre of what the Lions club represents at every level, from kids in nappies to old age men in 70 old, it's just their whole mantra is built on success.
Yeah.
And the general public, I believe, don't like Olympic.
Yeah, we do seem to have that.
I get that feeling.
Yeah.
We've been to a lot of places and all we get is boo Olympic.
Yeah.
I know it's jealousy.
Yeah.
I know they haven't reached that level of common sense.
Yeah,
I want to follow a decent team, but
we're an incredible club.
We are an incredible club. But yeah, what a game.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Such an admirable result.
I think so.
Especially when you look at, our results previous to that.
Yep.
And Lions results previous, and Lions as a whole.
Yes.
I think anyone who is aware of football in the country even is aware of the Queensland Lions.
Yeah. A friend of mine who's in New South Wales, he supports the NPL and the A-League down there. Even he said, we were talking the other day, he went, you've got Lions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even he's quite aware of how good Lions are.
Yeah, so I think...
Hey, Steve, how are
you? Yeah, quick shout out to Steve. It was an incredible match. We were so resolute defensively. We were so good against such a good squad. I think there was even a touch of maybe underestimating us.
I think so too.
Lions, because Amy Gunston was on the bench, Anatole Mina was on the bench. Both of them didn't come on until late in the second half. So I think there was a touch of them thinking, this is going to be simple. This is going to be easy. We were just...
Rest our superstars, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we were just so strong. Yeah. We didn't give them an inch.
No. And as you said, the first two games, we conceded early. Obviously, that was something the girls were very conscious of, and they just put up a wall. And Lions didn't have any say at all.
Yeah.
Just magnificent to watch.
Yeah. And it did... I will say, there's a couple of matches that we've watched where we sit there and go, you can almost feel a goal coming.
Yeah.
This, to me, at least, didn't feel like one of those.
Yeah.
It felt like every single time Lions knocked on the door, we had an answer, or we pulled something out.
Yep.
There was at no point where it kind of felt like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
If we lost here, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah. It's like, as you said, they knocked on the door. We opened it, had a peek outside, went, no, shut.
Oh, still you? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. You're still here? Sam Slut. Bang.
Yeah.
You're not coming in.
Yeah. But, just such a resolute performance. And for this to be the first point that we get back in the NPL is a huge point.
Great lift for the club, great lift for the girls.
Yeah.
It will do their confidence knowing they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And we still have players
to come back
off the bench. I mean, there's still some talent lying around that we haven't yet to get on there.
Yeah, because Rio's still coming back. Still no word exactly when she's coming back. And the forward line just isn't quite shaping together just yet.
But it's getting there. You can see it starting to click. You can see it starting to mould.
Yeah.
God help the team
when it does click.
It's going to be a barrage.
And we've changed a lot. Tia, Izzy have come in.
Yeah.
And they're people who do control a lot or demand a lot of the ball because of what they do. And fair enough.
Yeah.
But then you've also got, Georgia, Eve Swain, Charlie, and all the other players that play up in that role.
Yeah.
Jess Curran as well, who hasn't quite made her way back either. They've now got to work together and learn how to work that together. And
absolutely, 100%.
Just coming a little bit later than the defence seems to.
Yeah. I thought Izzy had a mixed game. You see every time she got the ball, there was just a Lions player in a back pocket. and she had no area to control and show us what she's actually good at.
Yeah, and I mean,
because she was pounded every time.
yeah, and that's Lions.
You know.
And I think Georgia had the same sort. Georgia Muir had the same sort of.
Correct, absolutely.
In the second
Because
half
they
when
knew
she
what she
came
was
on,
capable of.
yeah,
Yep.
bloody fast, never stops running.
No.
But every single time she got the ball in an attacking area, she had maybe one player to aim for with 4 defenders around her,
Correct.
and it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, and we just couldn't find that opening.
Yeah. So,
and a credit to Lions because they knew what we were capable of.
Oh, very much so.
I don't think they were worried.
Yeah.
Because we didn't stop.
Yeah. You know, you could sit there and go, oh, yeah, there was an underestimation. But, like, defensively, they were still quite resolute themselves.
As you just touched on, every time we made a breakaway, there was 4 in the back line straight away.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. They weren't willing to lapse in their concentration either on that.
So it's a credit to our girls and a credit to the little bit of fear we put in them.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is brilliant.
And I think it really culminates, the whole performance really culminates in the second half. There's a moment in the second half where we actually start losing control.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Lions got on top for a little bit.
Lions got on top for a little bit. I think it was Amy Gunston that came on that really allowed them to lift in that moment. You know, because a lot of the other time we were sort of tussling for control back and forth, and it was a good 50-50, maybe 45-55. But there was that moment in the second half where we started slipping. But it's a real credit to the team, to everyone that was on, to the changes Cam made, that we regained that control, that we didn't concede in those moments.
No, we didn't.
That we went, hang on, we need to pick up our game again, and we did.
Yeah.
And we really earned that 0-0 draw.
Yeah. Oh, we sure did. Oh, yeah. Do not deny us that point because we earned it and we deserved it.
And we'll touch on the table a little bit later in the second half. But if you actually look at the teams around us in the second half, we've only conceded 2 goals out of our 3 matches, which is actually something to celebrate. Like, okay, sure, we've gotten 1 point, but like we've only conceded 2 goals. Like that is actually quite remarkable for a team where we are and coming back into this league.
It's pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive.
I think it gets lost to a lot of people.
You
lost 1-0, you lost 1-0. So you said, you touch on, to look at the table, the teams around you. Yeah, 2 goals is nothing.
And even if you go back and look at those 2 goals, you know, like realistically, you could sit there and go, oh, it should have been at least 3 0 draws.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly right. Exactly right.
It's a results game business, but still, you know. Speaking of individual performances I was speaking of earlier, who would be your man of the match?
I was very impressed with our keeper.
The new keeper making her debut.
Yeah, I thought she put her body on the line. She just was concentrated. She looked just brilliant. I can't say too much about her. She's just brilliant. I mean, she kicked well. She passed well. She looked out there and put the ball out in the direction the players were going. Loved it. I thought she was brilliant.
She was fantastic.
Yeah, so she reaches my player of the match.
Really instrumental in, again, earning us that point.
For sure. And she saved some crackers.
Yeah. And I think you said on the match itself when the team lineup came out, Ernie's starting.
I know. And I thought
the new keeper has to be good.
I thought to myself, when was the last time Ernie didn't play? Ernie didn't start.
Yeah.
And Ernie's a very commendable keeper.
Yeah.
You can't deny anything from Ernie. I thought, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, the boss sees something in Georgia that we don't see.
Yeah.
And, I mean, to have 2 goalkeepers of that caliber?
Yeah, that you can just sort of use interchangeably.
Wow.
And in fairness, Cam did say that last week. He said, you know, we were talking to him, he said that he was trying to pick a squad that he could use interchangeably when needed. And apparently that goes all the way as far back as the goalkeeper.
Yeah. And
it's fantastic.
He proved us right. It was just brilliant. Yeah.
For me, again, we're sort of similar to yourself being, you know, choosing the goalkeeper for such a formidable defensive performance. Someone who absolutely battled her way through absolutely everything to me was Monica Vecchio.
Yeah, class.
Absolute class player. She's such a good runner with the ball. She's such a good defender as well, especially playing in that like fullback role.
Yep.
She's got to deal with a lot of pacey wingers,
and
things like that. So being
generally not one player, generally 2 because of the interpass movement. So.
Yeah, or there's an overlapping fullback or something like that. So to be able to deal with that, and again, Lions.
Yeah.
You know, and absolute credit to her.
Yeah, no. I think 2 players that really deserved it this weekend.
Yeah, me too. But now that that's aside, we'll look at the other results that happened over the weekend. So Capalaba actually got off to a really, really good start against Gold Coast Knights, scoring pretty early on, and then conceded 4.
I didn't see that result.
Yeah,
That's a real shame.
yeah. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, go battle them. Yeah.
Did I say that with a straight face?
Yeah. And then Gold Coast Knights scored, and then Knights scored, and then I was like, oh, here we go. Okay. Knights didn't want that one.
No.
Didn't want to lose that one.
No.
Here's a result that actually surprised me quite a bit. Eastern Suburbs 4, Brisbane City 2.
Yeah.
That one felt a little bit hidden. I saw a couple of the goals, but I didn't actually see any sort of post of the result until I went looking up, and I was like, oh, okay.
I know, right? They must, geez, they hit their straps, didn't they?
Yeah, so that would have been an absolute cracker of a match.
I know it's still early days, but I do not rate Brisbane City at this stage.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry.
Again, considering how dominant they were last year,
they haven't impressed me at all.
4-2 loss to Eastern Suburbs is already a little bit of a blip really early.
That's a smashing for them.
Yeah.
It really is. That's a hiding.
So that sort of puts maybe the rest of the league on notice, especially people like Knights and Lions.
For sure.
Hey, this one might be up for the taking.
Yeah, for sure. There's obviously a chink in the armour, so...
South United won, Gold Coast United won.
That was a good result.
Yeah, that was a good result.
I was very proud of the South team. I mean, obviously they had a couple of really bad results previously.
Yeah.
So they've obviously picked themselves up and gone, hey, we're going to compete here.
Yeah, and against Gold Coast United, decent team.
Done well. Good on them.
This one actually made, I'm not sure if anyone else follows the Queensland football culture page, but this one actually made a little bit of, made its way around the social media because live on the broadcast, you can go back and watch this. There is a tree that is in the way that is being cut down while the match is played on the broad. Like the camera pans across and it's actively being cut down while the match is going on, which is just absolute peak NPL football. It's just so funny.
Yeah. So down to ground, isn't it? Down to earth.
Real local football sides of things, and work doesn't stop. But yeah, that was very funny. And then finally, the team that we're about to play, that we'll talk about in a second, Sunshine Coast Wanderers 0, QAS 2.
Yeah, that surprised me.
That did surprise me. Again, QAS long been one of the whipping teams, I guess.
Whipping boys and girls, I should say.
It's a little bit harsh to say about people who do obviously give their all week in, week out.
They're a bunch of young kids too.
Yeah, exactly right. They're an
academy. Have any seasoned professionals in there. They're all academy girls, and I take my hat off to them because they're biding their trade in the game, and hopefully they'll go further in their careers. And I wish them all well, but and it's good to see it. Yeah,
and if you're unsure, the QAS is very similar to the Brisbane Roar B side on the men's, in the fact that they're almost playing. I think I can't remember the age bracket, but it's almost like an under 23s team.
Correct.
Playing in the seniors.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then I think in the men's at least, it's an under 16 team playing in the under 23s.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the QAS build is like in their version, but so it is a bunch of young girls trying to apply their trade and trying to get somewhere out of it.
We saw them a couple of times last season, FQPL 1. So look, happens. But good on them.
Exactly right. Interesting results coming through. Might be a little bit biased, but I think ours sort of stands out.
We certainly had the result of the round.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good to see, and again, it's just very interesting because we always talk about how difficult this league was going to be, and each week now we've started including the other results to add that little bit of context. It is interesting to see who beats who, and things like that. It's almost everyone can beat anyone on their given day.
There's no more shocks. You just go, oh, okay, really?
Yeah, oh, okay, that was the result.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. So it is always interesting to see the results in a larger context.
For sure.
All right, we will move on and we'll look at the next game coming up. All right, so in the second half, the girls have Sunshine Coast Wanderers on Friday the 27th at 7:30, a very, very rough away trip for Sunny Coast Wanderers.
Yeah.
Sort of comes back into my little rant that I had about the Gold Coast teams having to play away on a Friday night.
Did you have a rant?
Yeah, I know, it's unlike me, isn't it?
It's not like you.
That being said, and we've already said this once, so I hope I'm not jinxing anyone here, but a real chance to get 3 points.
I think so, because every week the girls are getting stronger. Every week the girls who have injuries are getting stronger. Cam seems to have a higher selection of players available to him.
Yes.
I
They're
think
getting a little
he
bit
has
better. They're
seen-
getting a little bit more fluid
yeah,
with each
I
other.
think he's seen for the last 3 games which players fit where.
Yeah.
And it'll eventually develop into that starting 11.
Mm.
And I don't think it's too far away. We're going to be a very powerful outfit.
So obviously we just had our draw against Lions, which we've just talked about. That's going to give us an unmeasurable amount of
Huge
confidence
momentum.
and
Momentum.
momentum.
Bring it through, yeah.
Sunny Coast do have a win to their name against Capalaba back in round 1.
True.
Since then, have lost to Gold Coast Knights and QAS, conceding 5 and scoring none of those.
Yeah.
So they're on the ropes a little bit.
Well, and it's an away trip.
Yeah.
And it's Friday night.
And it's a Friday night away trip.
And nobody wants that. By the time you get down there and you've got to warm up, change, the girls are knackered from work.
Yeah.
So it could really play into our hands, but I believe we have the quality to go far.
I believe so too. And I think this will be interesting because Sunny Coast have been playing a bit of a 4-5-1, at least from what I've seen, in games where they've been possibly thinking they're in the more attacking side of things. And they've been playing a bit of a 5-3-2 save against like Gold Coast Knights. Try to do that damage control. I'm kind of hoping that Sunny Coast will see us as a winnable match. And a chance for them to get that confidence back.
Correct.
Which will open them up.
Well, every team's capable of winning.
As we just talked about. So I'm hoping that Sunny Coast will sort of go, well, let's open this up a bit and we'll try to get on the front foot. Which will allow people like Izzy, Georgia, Tia, Jess if she's coming back in, Rio if she's coming back in to like really start. And Nikki Friedman as well, of course. Who we didn't mention earlier.
Nikki had some great touches last week too.
Yeah, she did. So to really be able to start building off each other and, possibly getting that monkey off our back.
Yeah, you can see the combination starting to work.
Yeah.
But we just got that next step. But, as I said, I don't think it's too far away.
No, I don't think so either. And, again, this is a really, really good chance for us. To start putting.
And to show the league that we're not just the whipping boys. Because we've come up from FQPL 1. We're not the whipping boys anymore.
We're here. We're not here to make up the numbers.
No, you either deal with us or you don't.
But I do hope to see again a little bit more of Tia and Nikki working well and Izzy pulling those strings as well.
I think with Sunny Coast she'll have that room in midfield to do that. As I said, against Lions, she was pounded every time she got the ball. And of course, when you're pounded like that, or you have players come up, you try and release the ball quickly. And it doesn't always come off, which we saw against Lions with Izzy. But I don't think she's a class player.
Yeah, she's a class player.
She's a class player.
None of what you just said should be taken as offense to her or anything like that. Like it's,
they didn't give her an inch to move.
No, exactly. Like she always had 2 or 3 players on her.
Yeah, but once she gets that space, and then has that room to move, you'll see a whole different player.
And again, I can only imagine that Tia's going to come in from the left, Georgia on the right. Nikki in the middle, Izzy in the middle behind that. So once that clicks, we've got all the names, we've got the talent. It's just
and we know, we know from Georgia Mueller from last season, she can run that right flank and deliver a beautiful ball. I don't think she delivered too many bad crosses in that entire season.
No, and there's few quicker than her.
Exactly, there's very few that can outpace her. So, Georgia's back on a game. Wow. Got a good. Got a good.
Yeah, so I definitely don't think it'll be too long.
No, not far off.
And as I said, I don't really want to. Hopefully, we don't curse anyone here or anything like that. But I do hope that this is the game that we do put boots on the ground and we do start putting 3 points on the ground.
I think it will be.
And especially
the girls deserve it.
The girls do deserve it, and especially considering, even though we're 3 games in already, the rest of the teams aren't exactly running away with it just yet.
No, that's what surprises me.
Yeah, and sort of feeding back into the previous, what we were just talking about in the first half, at the end of the first half, was the fact that the results are sort of just, they're just happening now. It's sort of anyone can beat anyone. So the league itself is actually still quite dense.
It's very compact, isn't it?
So this week you've got Brisbane City against South Strikers on Saturday. You've got Capalaba versus QAS, which will be a very interesting match.
That certainly will be.
Eastern Suburbs will try to back up their result against Gold Coast United. And then Lions Gold Coast Knights, which will be an absolute cracker.
Mate, that'll be a good one to go and see.
Prime time on Saturday night. But to reiterate our point, you got Brisbane City who's sitting in 5th with 4 points.
Yeah.
That's just outside the top 4 with 4 points. We're sitting second last with 1. A win here, and if Brisbane City loses to South, which is unlikely, don't get me wrong,
but hey,
it's football.
It's football, yeah.
We're suddenly up in 5th.
Yeah. But it only takes us to get a couple of wins and Brisbane City slip up once.
Yeah.
All somewhere in top 4.
Yeah. So it's that bottom half is incredibly dense, and it's very, very tight. Yeah. And I think, again, if we can start, because I think we play South after this.
I think we do.
Sunny Coast
and South, yeah.
So again, Souths are beatable. Souths are currently sitting on the bottom of the ladder.
Yep.
So this is a real chance for us to start getting that momentum.
It is. Yeah.
And try to get somewhere out of this.
Yeah.
So
a couple of tough ones, couple of tough nuts to crack. But yeah, I think now our time to go on a run.
Yeah. So I'm very, very excited for this weekend. Not least to see the Sunny Coast Wanderers boys, because I'm sure they'll come down and they'll be fine boys as always. If you haven't checked out the Sunny Coast Wanderers page, I do recommend you do. We actually put them up on their story. They brought out this TIFO for the last game, which was absolute class.
Yeah, good people, really good people.
I'm sure they'll be listening to this because we are focusing on the Sunny Coast games highlights. But yeah, if you're interested in some more of the fan groups just around football, I'd definitely go check them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to wrap the whole thing up, Sunny Coast Wanderers round 4 on Friday night at 7:30 p.m. at Goodwin Park. Another game at Goodwin.
Yes.
We've got a nice little string of games at home, which is absolutely fantastic. Get down there, support the girls, hopefully see their first win of the season.
Yeah.
Make your presence known. Yeah. Because they deserve it and they need it.
They do deserve it. They really do. And it's a Friday night, so
beautiful time.
All the bring your kids, bring all the young players. They can sleep in the next day. It's not a school day. Yeah. They'll have a great time.
Yeah. So definitely hope to see you there
for sure.
And cheering the girls home.
Let's do it.
Go Olympic.
Go Olympic.